Yo, it's your boy Bing Bing. This is Bing Big Boxing. Man, we had a hell of a weekend of fighting, man. Fighting all over the place. Saturday through Sunday. Man, we had Tank and Barrios. We had Lomachenko and Nakatani. We had David Morrell Jr. with an explosive first round knockout. Let's get right into it, man. Stay tuned. Bink, 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 boxing. Yo, hell of a weekend of boxing, baby. Like, I'm still hype off this shit. It was a hell of a weekend of boxing, man. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. But we're going to start with Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios, man. Let's get it cranking. Man. Oh, my goodness. That man Mario Barrios is a true warrior, man. True warrior, hands down. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about that man Mario Barrios, man. He fought a hell of a fight. Man. He stood in the pocket. He was in control the first 4 or 5 rounds. He was doing his thing. But Gervonta proved to be too much. Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Quill Davis. Oh my goodness. Where do we start, man? Honestly, bro, this is my opinion on the fight. These are my opinions. This is how I felt about it when I was watching them. I felt like Tank started off a little slow. I feel like he had to start off slow because he had to find his range, he had to find his distance. He couldn't just go in there like he wanted to, because we know Mario is a power puncher too. He was sticking him. He was stiff in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He controlled the range, controlled the distance. He was pushing Tank backwards, and it was working the first 4 rounds. It was working, right? But the whole time I'm watching, if y'all watch my story, I'm like, yo, Tank is stalking. He's stalking him like a lion. I said, Tank stalking this man. He gonna try to fight. He's closing the distance. He isn't able to close the distance yet, but he's closing it. He's calculating right now. He's stalking. That's exactly what he was doing. He stalked him, and he started going to the body, and then he started bringing it up top. If you watch that first knockdown, when he caught him with that overhand, the hook over the top, he threw it like he was coming downstairs to the bodies. He was touching them to the body. He threw it like he was going to the body and came around the top and caught him on top of the temple. The first knockdown. Oh my goodness, it was pretty, man. Tank showed everything we wanted Tank to show. He showed us everything we wanted to see from Tank in that fight, man. To go up from 130 to 135 to 140 and fight a big 140. What they say? Mario was 6 inches taller. Bro, that's a task. I don't think you understand how much height and reach plays a part in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You have to really be calculated and know what you're doing, especially if you're in there with somebody that could punch just as much as you, that could punch with you. You know what I'm saying? It takes calculations. So, I mean, yeah, Tank started off slow. He gave up a few of those first few rounds, but he had to do that. He had to do that to get inside of Mario. And when he got inside of Mario, the rest speaks for itself. Tank was Tank. Tank was Tank. He was so close to landing those uppercuts. He was this close to landing them uppercuts early in the fight, man. He was missing by a hair. You know what I'm saying? He finally caught up to him. When he dropped Mario twice, I thought it was over, man. I thought the fight was over. But that just credit to Mario's heart, man. He got up and wanted to fight. He fought back. He wanted to fight. He fought back. And then I don't know if y'all peeped, the very next round, he got on the stool. He got his win, came out the next round, and he hurt Tank. Had Tank against the rope. He walked Tank down that next round. He walked him down, had him against the ropes, hit him clean, hurt him. My only thing with that is why didn't he press? He should have pressed a little more there, because he had Tank hurt. He caught him, didn't press. He took a step back, let Tank regather, and then Tank pressed him. Tank started walking him backwards again, and then the rest was written on the wall at that point. He started walking down the rest of the fight. 8th round, 9th round, 10th round, 11th round. Wicked, evil body shot. Wicked body shot, man. Like that's Tank's signature, man. That uppercut from the floor is his signature, and it's powerful, it's snappy, and it's really nothing you could do with it. Like, there's nothing you could do with it. Like, me and my dad was talking, and he was saying nobody got nothing for Tank except Loma. I agree. I don't really see with Tank's skill set. He showed us he got chin. He showed us we know he got power. He showed us speed. He showed us IQ. He showed us everything in the fight. 135, I don't see nobody really getting that Tank. I don't see nobody getting that Tank because Tank gonna catch up to him. He just showed us that. Maybe Devin Haney gives him a run. You know, incredible boxing IQ, uses the ring. Maybe he gives him a run. But can he stay away from that power? Can he stay away from that power? Is he gonna try to fight with Tank? Mario was doing well. He kept him at distance, but I think he tried to fight with Tank instead of using his advantages, his reach and his height. I don't know if he got tired. It looked like he got a little winded. I don't know, but eventually he caught up to him. But back to the topic, I don't see anybody at 135 really catching up with Tank like that. 140 different. I know him and Regis Prograis got smoked. Hey, Regis is just talking crazy. Hey, Regis is talking crazy. I don't know if that's a good fight for Tank. That's not a good fight for Tank. Regis is tough, man. Regis is tough. You know, you still got Jose Ramirez's, Zepeda, you know, Josh Taylor's and them at 140. I don't know, man. Those are tough fights for Tank. Those are fights I would like to see, but those are tough fights. And if we going off what Floyd just said, with Tank ain't fighting nobody outside of PBC and Mayweather Promotions, we'll probably never ever see Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez fight because that's top rank. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and cross those off. You can also cross off a Loma fight. You can also cross off Devin Haney. He's independent. You can cross off Ryan Garcia. You can cross off a lot of names if we're going off what Floyd just said, off of staying in-house and only fighting PBC fighters. I'm going to have to save that for a whole nother episode because Floyd be tripping, bro. Floyd be tripping. But that fight, man, was everything we wanted to see, man. I was looking forward to that fight. I was not disappointed at all. Hats off to Mario Barrios, man. Hope you bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Get another shot at a world title. You a hell of a fighter, man. Heart, explosiveness, power. True warrior, man. True warrior. And Tank, you already know what time it is, baby. Hey, you the truth, man. We got to put Tank. They were saying, is Tank pound for pound worthy now? Tank been pound for pound worthy. What is y'all talking about? There's not too many people out here that's rocking with Tank that's going to beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? Between 130 and 140, there's not too many people out here that can even give Tank a run for his money. For real, if we keep it a bean. Like, let's just call it what it is. Tank been a pound for pound fighter. It's time for him to get his respect. Put him on the list. For real, he top 6 pound for pound to me. You know what I mean? Let's move on to the next one. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko. I'm going to leave it at that. Because y'all had the audacity to try to write this man off after he lost to Teofimo Lopez. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all feeling bumps y'all head? Y'all forget who this man Lomachenko is and what he be doing? Clearly y'all did. Y'all forgot who Lomachenko is. Hey, Loma, they forgot who you are, man. What's wrong with y'all? I told y'all he was going to bounce back. I told y'all Nakatani was no walk in the park. It was no cakewalk for him. That was not supposed to be that easy of a fight. Even I kind of forgot who Loma was. For me to even be shocked that for him to dismantle Nakatani like that, why am I shocked? I know who he is. Kevin Durant said, you know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Yo, we know who Loma is. What is we talking about, man? What is we talking about? That was Loma displayed vintage Loma. Classic Loma. That's what that was. Angles, footwork, precision, everything that Loma has given us over the years to frustrate his opponents, overwhelm his opponents. And people was like, oh, he can't hurt Nakatani. Y'all wrong. Y'all so wrong. Because Loma may not have the biggest punches. He's not the biggest power puncher. But just like in golf, you don't have to swing a golf club hard to hit a ball far. It's the precision. It's the accuracy. It's the fundamental. It's in the swing. You know what I'm saying? It's in the swing. You ain't got to swing that club hard. It's how you swing the club. You know what I'm saying? It's how he throws his punches. It's the angles that he punches from. The snap in his punches that does the damage. He wasn't hitting Nakatani with phone books. He was just hitting them precise. He was hitting them so precise. He was hitting them clean on the button every time. Every time. When he knocked him out, he was hitting them clean. And I seen it coming. It was adding up. The writing, again, was on the wall for Loma to knock this man out. I called it. I knew he was going to knock him out. After the first couple rounds, he going to knock this man out. He going to knock this man out. And he sure enough did. Overwhelmed him. Yeah, Nakatani could have, used his height advantage, his reach advantage. He could have stayed behind the jab. You know what I'm saying? He could have stuck the jab out there a lot more than what he did. But again, you fighting somebody in Loma who's not only punishing you physically, he's making you think mentally. You're mentally drained when you fight in Loma. There's so much he's doing in the ring to make you think your reaction time is slowed down more than in half, in my opinion. He slows your mental down by 3/4. So the shit he's doing, you don't even see it coming until you got glove in your mouth because he's punching the shit out of you. You feel me? Loma the truth. Loma the truth. Now, which brings you to my next topic. Lomachenko versus Teofimo rematch. Run it, Tio. Run it, Tio. Run the rematch. Run the rematch. Run the rematch. Like Lomachenko said, he said, please win your next fight. I'm waiting. Hey, Slim. Hey, yo, this man Loma gangster as hell. Stop playing with my man Lomachenko, man. He said, I'm waiting. If that don't put chills in you, if you're a boxer fan and that don't just put chills in you, the competition factor, the aggression in that, come on, yo. This man Loma different. We have to see the rematch. What do y'all think will happen in the rematch? I think Loma knock him out. I'm calling it. I think Loma knock Teofimo out in the rematch. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. My dad heavily disagrees with me on this. Heavily disagrees. But I think he knocks Teofimo out. A healthy Lomachenko, 100% healthy, with what he just did to Nakatani. And I know styles make fights. I know that. But Teofimo struggled with Nakatani. He struggled. That was a close fight. A real close fight. Lomachenko went in there and dismantled Nakatani 100%. Neutralized him. There's nothing he could do. Now, I know Teofimo brings different skill sets to the table with his power, his explosiveness. But if we go off of, I hate to go back to this fight because this fight still I'm still in amazement at how Lomachenko didn't throw a punch for 5-6 rounds. But if we go back to that fight, you look from round 7 through 12. Now, granted, the 12th round, Teofimo, hey, that shit got me hype. That 12th round, that shit got me hype. When Loma hurt him and Teo dug his feet into the canvas and stood there toe to toe, and then he turned around and hurt Loma in that 12th round and won the fight off that little exchange right there in the middle of the ring. That exchange in the middle of the ring, that shit gave me chills, bro. All the mad respect to Teo for that, man, because he could have easily took a step back. He was hurt. He could have took a step back and tried to gather himself. He got hurt and buckled down and dug his feet in the canvas and said, let's go, we fighting. And won the fight off that 12th round alone. But if you look from round 7 through 11 and halfway through 12, that was vintage Loma right there. He showed that he can overwhelm and beat Teofimo. And I'm being unbiased. I'm a fan of both of these guys. Hell of a fan of Teofimo. I'm a hell of a fan of Lomachenko. Much respect and to both of them guys. But if you look, like I say, if you look between round 7 and 11 at what Lomachenko was able to do to Teofimo, if you give Lomachenko 12 rounds and he's himself for 12 rounds, I don't see Teofimo walking away with that victory, man. Because even in the last fight, it was close. It could have been a draw. It could have been Teofimo. It could have been Loma. More likely a draw or Teofimo, but it could have been Loma too, depending on who was judging that fight. But you give a healthy Loma 12 rounds, he walks away with the victory in that fight, man. I'm excited to see it. Like I say, much respect to both of these guys. I ain't throwing no shade. I ain't out here trying to, play sides or whatever. But if I'm being honest, if I'm being real, I can see Lomachenko knocking Teofimo out in the rematch. I'm gonna keep it at that. Man. But I need y'all to put some respect on Lomachenko's name. Right now. Put some respect on his name. I ain't gonna say he back because he never left. You know what I'm saying? People got the pound for pound list. People post, 135, what's next for Gervonta Davis? And they got pictures of Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo, all these other dudes. Where Loma? This whole past year, we've been talking about Devin Haney. We've been talking about Ryan Garcia, Tank, Teofimo, all these other guys. And everybody completely wrote off Lomachenko like Lomachenko fell off the face of the earth. Y'all forgot who Lomachenko is? I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing with that man like that, bro. Y'all gotta stop playing with my man Loma, man. For real. Stop playing with him, man. The Matrix, baby. The Matrix. Oh, man. Next one, though. Next one. So my man Diego Pacheco, man, 168, had a hell of a fight, man. Up and comer. What, he 12-0 now? Another knockout to his resume. It was a hell of a fight, man. The guy he was fighting, what was his name? He fought Jesus Morioki Palomares. If I pronounced that wrong, please excuse me. But the guy he was fighting was an undefeated fighter, 7-0, power puncher. Just Diego was way too much. I think Diego, like 5-6 inches taller than this guy. Crazy reach. Diego punching power. He's technical. He's sound. Great fundamentals, and he puts his punches together well. He punches. His combinations they range. He don't throw the same combinations, and once he finds out what works, he sticks to it, and he throws with calculation and power. So he overwhelmed my man, and was really nothing he could do. I think his opponent, Jesus, he knew his only shot was probably to land a big punch. So he really didn't stick to no game plan. He didn't have a jab. He wasn't using any movement. He wasn't trying to tie up. He wasn't trying to cut the ring off. He wasn't trying to walk Diego down. He was just there trying to land a big shot. And it really played into his disadvantage, like badly. Diego had his way with him, punished him, got him out the way. And 168, man, y'all don't notice. Because we got young talent coming up. Diego Pacheco, man. Tap in with him. Another heavy hitter at 168. David Morrell Jr. I've been hearing his name. I've been hearing the buzz, but I never really gave him a chance. I haven't really seen a fight until yesterday, Sunday evening. The dude he fought, Mario Cazares, is a hell of a fighter too. I think he was undefeated too. Big puncher. Stylistically gives people trouble because he's awkward. He's different. You know what I'm saying? He can punch too, but David Morrell. Hey, David Morrell, from what I seen in that first round knockout, man, he's explosive. He's powerful. He looks like a fighter. He acts like a fighter. He's technical. He's athletic. Power. Man, he got it. Man. 168, y'all is on notice. Like, they already talking about mentioning him with Canelo's and them and that. Maybe it's too soon. Maybe it's premature. But apparently he did fight Canelo in the amateurs and he beat him. I know it's the amateurs. I know it's different rules, different everything. But, to beat Canelo, period, is an accomplishment. I know they would say he was 14 years old, but, hey, that's an accomplishment in itself. David Morrell Jr., man, keep an eye out on that guy. Put him on your calendar. Put him on your watch list. Because I'm telling you, as he climbs these ranks, he's going to be a problem. He has all the tools to be the next guy at 168. All the tools. I see him right now giving guys fits. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Demetrius Andres, Danny Jacobs, that whole 160, 168 crew. Yeah, Triple G's and all of them. He can compete. And not only compete, he can win some of those fights, a lot of those fights. I love to see it, man. It was so much boxing this weekend, man. Boxing was lit this weekend. I had 2 TVs and an iPad on. I watched every fight. I just love the sport, man. I just love the sport, man. This is what I do. It's a hobby of mine, man. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep posting and keep updating and keep bringing enlightenment to the sport of boxing. This is what the sport is about, man. I know the pay-per-view was steep. $75 for the pay-per-view. I know a lot of people missed it. They were banking on me to, update and post content. I tried my best, but, man, I was doing too much. I was watching 3 fights, and I kind of missed some of the posts, man. And then also, CBS live events, man, on Instagram, if I try to post clips of anything that's PBC or Showtime, they instantly block it. So I'm trying to post these clips of the fight and these highlights of the fight. Like I even create my own highlights. I just go take little pieces from the fights and I edit them and do everything myself. And they still block my content. So I got to figure that out. But I'm trying to keep this content pushing. I'm trying to get it out to you guys. I know I got a lot of people relying on me for the boxing updates, the boxing information. And, it's just, it is what it is. I'm going to figure it out for you guys. Also, Big merchandise is coming soon. I dropped a little sneak peek of the designs I got, of the edits I had made for the shirts. It's coming soon. So if you want your Big shirts, you want your merchandise, tap in with me on Instagram, Bink_boxing. Tap in with the YouTube channel too, Bink_boxing. I'm on Twitter, Bink_boxing. And let's keep this ball rolling, man. This is what I love to do, man. I love talking about boxing. If you want to chime in, you want to tap in with me, you want to get on the episode, podcast episode, and just rap boxing, holla at me. Bink_boxing. Hit me with a DM. Yo, I want to get on the joint and talk boxing with you. I disagree with you here. Let's talk about it. Let's do it on air. Let's get on Instagram Live and talk about it. I'm always down to talk boxing, man. I'm always down. My schedule's kind of crazy, but I'm always down to talk about some boxing, man. So holla at me, baby. It's Bink Boxing. Man, credit to all the fighters this weekend. Y'all gave your heart out there. And also, I'm going to send a prayer out to Mario Cazares because he did take a couple rabbit punches during the fight and he passed out in his locker room and he's suffering from concussion and some other stuff. So he's in the hospital right now. So prayers out to Mario Cazares, man. Hope for a speedy recovery. Hope he bounce back and continue to fight and have longevity in your career. Yeah, wanted to go ahead and put that in there too. But yeah, man, shout out to all the boxers, David Morrell, Diego Pacheco, Lomachenko, Nakatani, Javante, Tank Davis, Mario, Barrios. Y'all put on the show this weekend, man. Much appreciation. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. This is Bink Boxing, baby, and I'm out.